This week's Parsha presents Parshas Mishpatim. My name is Rabbi Wechsler, here in the Emek Learning Center in downtown Jerusalem. In last week's Parsha, we read about the giving of the Torah. This was perhaps the most important event that happens in all of mankind. And in this week, we go on to explore many different laws involved. What's perhaps very challenging to understand is as to why it is the Torah chose the very first mitzvah, the very first law of this week's Parsha, to be about if a person steals. The Parsha is full of all sorts of mitzvahs, about lending money, about helping other people. Why not start with something upbeat, with something positive, with something to do with chesed, which is what us Jewish people are all about? Why is it that the Torah chooses to discuss the laws of if a person steals? I saw a beautiful understanding from a Simcha Zisel, the Alter of Kelm, who explains that if we understand the Torah's process as to the way we deal with a person who steals, it will all make a lot of sense. In contrast to our society, where we know that if a person steals and is held accountable, is taken to court for what he's done, he gets thrown in jail and he sits there for a certain amount of time, where he probably gets to learn even more sophisticated ways of robbery, and he comes out a better criminal than he was in the first place. In the Torah, it's the opposite. In the Torah, what we do with a person who steals is we place him to live in a nice, good Jewish family. He stays there for several years, and eventually when he goes back, his host keeps tabs on him and looks after him and rehabilitates him into society. If a father's got lots of children, the one whom he's most concerned about is the one at risk. God is our father. The child that he's most concerned about is the one who's stealing, the one who he needs to rehabilitate into society. And therefore the very first mitzvah that we're taught after Matan Torah in this week's Parsha is the halachos as to how we rehabilitate a person who steals. And with that we move along to all the many mitzvahs in the Torah. God loves us, He wants the best for us, and all the mitzvahs are designed to bring out the very best of us.